Hello from Group 12. This is our final marketing plan for Combi. So Combi's problems lie with their retail partners struggling and a need to be popular. Some alternatives to fixing these issues would be launching a social media campaign, innovating sustainable winter clothing, and targeting a new market using lower prices. We recommend launching the social media campaign because it is a small investment that would lead to a large outcome, such as being trendy or being popular, and it would carry the business on for many more years. The specific problems would be a need to be well-known worldwide, but starting with Canada, as well their retail partners struggling. The question lies in what avenues of growth would be achieved.
We'll first start off with the internal analysis. Marketing's the first part, and Combi has over 500 different products. And in the recent years, they have redesigned their brand to focus more on family cultures instead of just skiing. And Combi also has a very strong company profile.
Next, we'll kick off manufacturing. One positive for Combi is that they have their products designed in Canada. Canadians know Canadian winters the best, so it's the best choice for Canadians to design the products that are being used in the Canadian winters. One con, however, is that the products are made in China, which leaves it vulnerable to supply chain issues or any ongoing trade wars between North America and China.
Combi is producing positive profit and revenue since it is reported that Canadian sporting goods retailers shared around $6.7 billion, which does not even include their online website. They make money through selling to retailers like Sporting Life. Research and development. Combi keeps up to date with the trends and collaborations. They do research and development to improve products and collaborations. One example is their Canadian collaboration with Beaver Tails.
Combi's information and technology. They have innovated their own gloves by partnering with other companies, as well using new textiles for improvement of their innovations and bringing in experts in the field to assist in the innovations. Their work environment is actually very good and has been ranked 7th in the 2017 Great Place to Work Canada survey. They have about 1,500 stores across Canada and then 20 in other countries, and they hold about 30 employees per store. They were able to achieve this by holding on to a warm, family-friendly brand inside and out of the company. So if you're working there or buying from the company, you would feel the brand. As well, they are very lenient on their staff.
Looking at the suppliers variable, Combi has been growing since the 1960s, so they have a large variety of network of suppliers, as companies such as Gore-Tex and Primaloft and many more. Combi will continue to collaborate with new suppliers to improve their product and create new product lines to further innovate the winter sports market. This shows their overall secure connection with suppliers, and also depending on the feedback they receive from previous seasons, they will modify their products to match the desire of the clientele.
Combi products can be found online in Combi stores, in pop-ups, and in retailers. They promote their products through marketing service agencies.
And next, we'll jump into competitors. Unfortunately, Combi is not competitively priced, as they are more expensive than companies like North Face and Max. However, they're not the most high-priced good, as Swaney outprices them and also produces goods of higher quality. Furthermore, competitors have expanded past just winter apparel to outdoor apparel of all seasons, while Combi is just stuck in the winter.
So financial publics. Edward Pascal was one of the greatest influences on Combi because he was a CPA who joined the company. CPAs have great knowledge of running companies, increasing sales, and much more. His decisions included improving the website and making a blog, which increased the personal relationship with consumers. This can also relate to media publics because to this day, Combi's website is kept up to date with current events. The citizen action publics also relate to the website because they have a section where you can contact their team in regards to partnerships and sponsorships, which helps Combi get in relation with their consumers and Canadians. This also relates to general public, local public, and internal public.
When it comes to Combi's customers, the majority of them are from Canada. The reason for this is because consumers like to purchase products from companies of their country. And Combi is gaining more customers because of immigration.
And next, we'll jump into an external analysis of Combi's factors. And starting with demographics. So there are 3 demographic traits that Combi has in Canada's market. And first is an aging population. So the average age of Canada is about 41, which is on the older end, and it's only increasing with time. Unfortunately, this is bad news for Combi because as the population grows older, they're less likely to be jumping into the outdoors, doing outdoor activities, which is what Combi sells goods for. The second demographic factor is there's a large immigrant population in Canada. 16.1% of the Canadian population are immigrants, and that represents a large market of consumers who are looking to purchase winter apparel and represent an opportunity for Combi. Thirdly, there's the average income, which is increasing 4% from January 2019. That is also an opportunity for Combi, as more disposable income means more money to spend on winter apparel.
The economic environment has also changed for the better for Combi because consumers now more than ever are more attracted to innovation, technology, and they have more money to spend, which is a great strength for Combi. In the 1960s, when Combi started, families had less spending money than they do today, which can be put towards winter sporting gear. Global warming is a disadvantage from the natural environment for Combi because the winter season is getting shorter and less cold. The growing Canadian population is increasing, which increases consumers, but also contributes to the climate change.
Combi's technological forces. Combi is mainly an online business selling through their website, which puts them ahead of the game. Combi was also able to innovate their own technology into their winter gear, making it more valuable and hard to replicate.
Some political forces Combi follows are Section 36 of the Competition Act. So that means that Combi products are sold at similar prices on their website and at resale locations in Canada. This helps Combi and resellers make sales without creating a monopoly. Therefore, it is a strength for Combi.
Combi is placed in Canada, and it once was a Canadian norm to go skiing because of the famous ski hills, but in today's generation, less people have been known to be skiing.
The 3 segmentations that we've chose are athletes, families, and new immigrants to Canada, and the dimension variables are listed on the graph. To start, athletes want high quality products to sustain their vigorous training since they are heavy users of winter apparel and equipment. Athletes prioritize their health and have active lifestyles because they are elite. Next, families look for affordable prices since they have lots of expenses, including education, mortgages, and other life expenses. Families are moderate users of winter apparel because the majority of their days they are either at work or at school. They also have active lifestyles and are adventurous. New immigrants to Canada also look for low prices, since the top 3 countries where immigrants are from are warmer countries like the Philippines, India, and China. They're going to have to purchase all the necessities to live in a colder climate, resulting in wanting the cheaper option to try and save money. This would make them low users of winter apparel and equipment since they are not going to spend their extra money right away on such items as snowboards and skis and other things like that, since they have other needs to fulfill first. And overall, Combi is well positioned in the selected segments in the general market due to Combi's variety of prices and products. It's able to accommodate for a variety of market segments. And next will be the perceptual map.
So selecting the proper product criteria for a company to focus on is crucial when establishing consumer needs and company recognition. The 2 primary variables we chose to focus on are price and quality. Price shows the overall attention received by the consumer market, so if the prices are too high, it will turn away a portion of desired clientele. In contrast, if the prices are too low, customers will assume that the quality is low and that the products were unsustainably sourced. Another aspect to consider is quality. It establishes the loyalty of customers in the way the brand is viewed in the buyer's market. The more reliable the product quality is, it will create trust between the brand and the consumers. As they consistently create high quality products, they continue to meet customer demands, which in the long run will lead to a higher revenue. Exploring Combi's top competitors in winter sports and accessories, as a consumer, MEC focuses on offering their members high-end product at a discounted price. This places them the lowest on the price variable. The North Face offers a range of price points with consistent quality performance levels sitting in between MEC and Combi. Canada Goose and Swanee are considered luxury, and in other words, they're high prices and high quality. So on the perceptual map, this places them on the top tier of high price and high quality. In this result, they carry the market demographic of upper class households and staying limited to other buyers, which is a negative. In comparison to the competitors, Combi manages to maintain balance in their prices and quality, appealing to a large market demographic. They offer a variety of price points while possessing advanced winter technologies.
Next, we'll get into some of these strategic alternatives that will help Combi accomplish their goals and solve their problems. The first strategic alternative is the social media campaign. It'll be targeted at Gen Z, who is very highly influenced by social media. And the first step will be to purchase sponsored posts from various Canadian influencers. The second step will be to launch new social media pages for Combi, which are like TikTok, Twitter, Facebook pages. And the third would be to give promo codes to the various influencers. So there are calculations in the appendix of the report, but revenue is budgeted to increase by about 3.8 million, and it'll cost about 400,000. The second option is the green clothing line. So the first step of that will be to hire an advanced fashion designer. The second step will be design a sustainable line of apparel. And the third will be to direct some of the profits from the clothing line to environmental causes. This clothing line will cause a projected revenue increase of about 20% and will cost about $83,000. The third strategic alternative is the overhaul of online shopping experience. It'll be targeting the new boom in online shopping and a lot of consumers who prefer to buy online rather than in person. The first step will be to design a new website, and the second step will be to integrate with virtual try-on technology and provide measurements for products. The revenue will increase by about 7.8%, and the cost will be about $11,400 plus $435 monthly for the virtual try-on software.
We ranked the criteria with five criteria. We ranked them with 5 criteria. The first one being financial implementation. This represents like the cost. The second is time to implementation. This is the amount of time. Strategic objectives, how many of the objectives it fulfills. The lasting effect for the change. This is about how long the effects will be lasted for and the likelihood of success. The one we ended up choosing was social media because on average it got a 4.6. And the positives when it comes to social media is you can control the cost of the project with the amount of influencers you get. The second is it has a low time frame, probably only taking around a month. You get more exposure and they gain more consumers. The main weakness of this campaign though is it's not targeting its main market, where most skiers are actually between the ages of 25 to 45.
Initially, we will create a strong social media presence on all platforms, including TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook, then revamping the Combi Instagram account. Creating interactive posts, including winter tips, polls, and takeovers from influencers to get followers involved into creating a stronger customer relationship. This can all be done quickly by hiring a young, experienced Gen Z employee to be in charge of these accounts so that they are more relatable to our targeted consumers. This first step may take a month to regulate the accounts. Subsequently, we will create sponsorship partners, contracts with influencers to promote Combi as a brand, which may take months to get lawyers' approval, content created, and then Combi's approval. These influencers will get specific discount codes to promote our e-commerce website. Then we will hire a full-time social media team to keep up to date with the social media presence. This might take up to a year in the long run, but that is not that long. And thank you for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to email any of us.